What's up, guys? Frugal BC. Today, we are going to talk about Algofund, a launch pad for crypto projects on the Algorand blockchain. Now, remember Anarand? That was kind of a big problem, big rug pull. This is supposed to prevent that, and I'm going to show you how. I had to dig a little bit, by the way, to find out how it's going to work, but I found it. All that on today's Frugal BC. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Frugal BC. I know it's been a while. I've been a little under the weather and busy also, so that really doesn't help things. But we are back. We got videos for you today. We're going to talk about Algofund. Algofund is a launch pad that's going to be for new projects on Algorand, and it's going to solve one of the. It's going to be a nice little platform for people who want to be early investors to get in on some of these projects early on. But also to do so securely. And I had to do some digging to find out how, but I did find it. We're going to talk about that on today's Frugal BC. Before we get to that, if you could hit that subscribe button, as you know, and if you want to hit the like button too, that'd be awesome. As you know, our whole thing here is we're just regular folk trying to figure out this crypto stuff. I do small little experiments and I try stuff out and I let you know how it goes. And so you don't have to try it for yourself. You can learn from my wins and losses, frankly. Well, I do a lot of stuff on Algorand because it's easy to use. The transaction fees are low. Transactions are very fast. Anyway, if you like our content, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can see all our content, all these experiments, and learn how to grow some money for yourself. There's some really good opportunities in Algorand and other blockchains too. And I don't want you guys to miss out. Okay, enough about that. We will get right into it. All right, so this is Algofund, and we'll look at the app in a second here, but I just want to show you, yeah, those all kind of the same. There's not much there, but we are the first decentralized IDO platform. That's basically like the launching, like it used to be ICO, initial coin offering, and kind of don't allow those anymore. So they're calling it IDO. Basically like the launch of the token for a new project that starts the project that says, we're the platform for launching new projects on the Algorand network. Now you might think, why? Who cares? Why do you need a platform for this? Well, as it goes on, it says the platform comes to solve common crowdfunding problems that create unnecessary risks for both developers and investors. And for what you need to know about that is basically they introduce a system to help kind of vet some of these projects so we don't run into this problem like we did with Anarand, where I actually had someone like yell at me for bringing up Anarand, but you know what? It's important because a lot of these projects are solving that very issue. And if you didn't know, Anarand was supposed to be this gaming DeFi platform on Algorand. One of the red flags, by the way, it purported to do a whole bunch of things, and that always makes me nervous. It should make you nervous too, because either it's misguided and they just really think there's a good chance they're going to bite off more than they can chew, or it's a good sign that they have no intention of doing any of that. It's really easy to say you're going to do a whole bunch of things. Although, fair enough, Algofund does a lot of things too, and they've got their staking mechanisms live. So we're going to look into that in a second. But the most important thing that they're doing here is basically giving a good way for a new project to launch on an Algorand blockchain and kind of have an audience built in right away without having to do a lot of the work themselves in terms of promotion. But at the same time, it gives you a safe way to invest in this stuff, knowing that there's some vetting going on. Here's something interesting. So this is how the project submission goes. Applying for a public sale on Algofund is simple, secure, and affordable. This is from their white paper, by the way. You can get this right on their website. Projects can apply using an application form. Upon submission and approval, the pre-sale smart contract will be generated according to the project needs. Community members who own Algofund, which is the coin, it's the Algofund coin, have an opportunity to perform due diligence on the project and vote the application or not. I think they might vote for the application or not, or maybe approve the application or not. Then the public sale will be held. So that comes after that. So kind of true, but actually, from what I understand, it's not just you guys, because we wouldn't want just regular users having to do the due diligence. That's the point of having the launch pad, but they actually do some themselves. We'll explain that in a second. Yeah, so there's two ways that you'll be able to participate. There's a lottery pool and a guaranteed pool. So the lottery pool, you'll be able to buy tickets with your Algofund token, and but each token gives you just a chance to win an allocation, so you might not get the allocation. At the guaranteed pool, which I think is probably more expensive, then the total number of tickets submitted to the pool, you get basically a proportional allocation. So actually, I take it back. I think they're the same, but like you either get like a larger amount, but you may or may not get it, or if it's a guaranteed pool, you basically get the percentage based on how many people participated. And as you can see, there's a bronze, silver, gold, diamond. The more you hold in the lockup period, the more tickets you get. Here's a little bit about the tokenomics. And normally, I don't know if I don't care that much about this stuff, as long as it's not like, oh, the team gets 90%. Yeah, you don't want that. Or a lot, they usually disguise that, by the way. They won't just say team, it'll be like team and financial advisors. But usually there's a bunch of like investors, and it's like investors is like pretty much them or their inside circle. So in this case, like it's a pretty good allocation. But here's what I like. The vesting schedule doesn't unlock until month 2, and it's a slow release. So that's a good sign. The same with the marketing and staking, but I care more about the team one. Yeah, so here's a little bit about the roadmap. They just did a testnet IDO recently, and there's going to be some stakeholder voting coming up, vesting, KYC integration. I'm not sure why that's important, but maybe there's a good reason for it, because I can just participate through the smart contract. So like I can't, the reason we want vetting for the projects is so they can't rug pull. I can't rug pull as a regular person, but there might be issues with, from the regulation side where they'll eventually need to do that. I'm not sure. And then comes the Liquidity Locker and mobile app. Liquidity Locker, not really explained that much in the white paper. I looked it up. They talk about it a little bit, but it seems it's more like the lockup. They talk about the lockup for your stuff. So I came across this, and I also received an email from a crypto nerd who's involved in this. That dude's doing a lot of stuff, by the way. I just want to say that it's pretty cool. Obviously, they got the nerd token, and then they apparently have this verification platform called Citrust. Good idea. So anyway, so this is from March 28th. Now, this is not really talked about anywhere on their website or white paper that I could see, unless I missed it. You know what happens, but I didn't notice it. But I found this from a tweet from March 28th. Algofund tweeted, "Is it unfortunate what happened today with algorand? This is exactly why we're working with Citrust.io to provide a safe and transparent environment for investment in the algorand ecosystem." So Crypto Nerd is talking about, if you run an algorand project and want to remain anon with a valid reason, I get it. Reach out and hire my team. We require you to reveal info via NDA, non-disclosure agreement, with a background check. In other words, they'll sign an NDA just to basically verify who you are and verify some of your information, and then they can vouch for you. I think that's a great platform. That's a great idea. And I'm very glad that that's what they're doing. And actually, Crypto Nerd sent me some info. Basically what Crypto Nerd shared with me is they have a background program that's whitelisted for their organization. So they will be doing background checks on these guys. So when you applied, did I show you? I'm going to show you here's the Citrus application right here. But they're doing a background check too. So basically they're going to ask for, this is their platform onboarding, project name, website link, paper link, logo links, white paper link, GitHub links, what stage they're in, project description, the category, social media links, founders information, social media links, co-founder social media links, tell us about your project, and whatever services they're interested in hearing about. So I think this is really cool. This is a good idea. Like I said, though, in addition, they're going to be doing background checks. Now, I do want to say, one thing I want to say, though, is I really feel it's very important that they put this front and center on their website, that they're doing this background information, because this is your core product, right? Like this is your core offering. Like, why should I care about Algofund? Because you guys are vetting these projects, so another Anarand doesn't happen. That's your core project. Put that front and center on your website, exactly how you're going to do it. I mean, you don't have to get into like details like we're using this background company and such, but that you're working with companies Citrus that will vet members even if so you and I like maybe don't have to know who they are, but as long as this company is verifying it and they've built that trust, then they have that information so that if they have to go to law enforcement, they can. You know, if someone does a rug pull, they're ready to say, hey, FBI, here's these guys just stole a whole bunch of money from crypto folks. Here's their info. Have fun. I think that's really important, and I hope they put that front and center on their website. I just want to put that out there. This is a problem in crypto in general, even with algorand projects, is like a lot of like really, the most important thing isn't always like front and center on the website. Anyway, I'll just leave it at that. Let's go back. I want to show you what's available now. Yeah, I also want to show you that they're being audited themselves, and they are currently 73% of the way through the audit. They're reviewing the report from the audit right now. The Algofund team is, and then they will have a chance to remediate findings and then deliver the final report. So good for them. Going through CERDIC. Okay, so this is the Launchpad area, and when there are projects to, right now there's nothing upcoming, nothing live. Ended was the Algofund. I didn't get any of this, by the way. I don't know if I screwed it up or what. Maybe I did the lottery, I don't know. And I did participate. I'm not sure what happened. So there's some staking pools you can stake. Well, you can stake that WOLF for like 620%. That's pretty good. Otherwise, if you got some Algofund coins, you can stake those. And then there's the farming pools, and yeah, I guess you can see. Yeah, I got some Alg nerd going on. This is just from like, I don't know, a few hours. I claimed my rewards. I've been getting like what, 49 of them a day, something like that, maybe 70 even, I think it was. I think it's probably about 49 in a 24-hour period. But that's pretty decent percentage. And of course, there's the nerd coins. So you can also do algo, and that's at 132%. Also not bad, but I'm going to go for the 200% when I get it. I've talked about how there's a lot of opportunities in crypto, and that's definitely one. But anyway, that's what they got right now for Algofund. So even if you don't care about the launchpad, like they got some pretty cool farming pools that you might want to take advantage. I mean, this is pretty decent. If you had nerd from Yieldy, well, this is a good thing to roll it into, keep that nerd rolling, right? All right, so final thoughts on Algofund. Okay, so I'm going to be starting using this framework more for deciding, the validity of projects. Ease of use. So far, it's hard to say because like the core product hasn't really launched yet. But I have to say the staking pools, I really like the way they work. They're just easy to use. It's easy to claim. It seems to work better than say Yieldy. I think Yieldy is a little clunky compared to this. So I think I'm pretty happy with it. What about Payoff? Yeah, obviously there's good payoffs here, right? I mean, I'm getting this nerd every day. It's probably about, I think it's equivalent to about 20-30 cents a day for, I don't know if I even got $100 into this thing. I mean, that's pretty good, right? So I can't complain too much about that. What else? Liquidity. Well, yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple. I mean, you just exchange it through TinyMan for algo, and then you can take your algo out of any of your exchanges that you want. So I don't know if that's even really a good issue. I mean, you can take that out anytime you want. So I would call it pretty liquid. There's always a little friction because I have to, there's some steps involved, but just like there's steps involved, anything you're doing with an LP token, like you're just pairing stuff together. So you have to unpair it in TinyMan and then convert it to algo and then transfer the algo to your platform and take it out. But that being said, algos on Coinbase makes it really, really easy for me. Don't have to, compared to like Cake DeFi or something. Are they doxed? They are not doxed. Okay, so here's what I'll say. Like they're not doxed, but as Crypto Nerd has told me, they're working at major tech companies, and they will be wrapping up their employment by the end of the fourth quarter, and they will be putting that out there. But they have shared it with Crypto Nerd, so they're legit, they're real, they exist, and Crypto Nerd hasn't really let me down yet. So I'll give them I will give them the benefit of the doubt on that. And you can decide for yourself if that's cool or not. But right now, there's not much. Yeah, I guess there is. I mean, I guess they could, but I like the allocations of it. I think that's set up well. So, yeah, overall, I'm pretty bullish on Algofund. I think this is a great thing for the Algorand ecosystem. I think we really need, and Anaran taught us that we really need some kind of platform like this. And so I think it's great that they're going to be doing the background, and they can still remain anonymous because like there's reasons for it. You know, in this case, of course, they're working for major tech companies. They don't want their employers to know. I'm sure that's pretty common. But on the same time, you know, that creates some security issues. So having companies to verify that, pretty good deal, pretty good thing to have. And I'll be looking forward to seeing how this actually launches when they have projects that they can that are launching coins on here. I'll be trying it out. I'll do it from day one, and you guys will follow along and watch. So, what do you guys think about this? Let me know. My voice is gone. It's tough to do a video. I probably won't do another one until the live stream on Friday just to give my voice a rest. It was a bad cold, and I'm still getting over it. But let me know what you think about this whole thing. Leave me all your comments down below. You know, I respond to just about all of them. And stay safe out there, guys. And we'll see you in the future.